All right, game number 8. It is of the Super Saturday Brisbane Water Polo Incorporated Grand Final Day. Isaac McCarthy joining me on the microphone. Welcome, Isaac.
Thanks, Simon. Yeah, it'll be a close game.
He's calling it already. This will be a close game.
I'd love to see penalties, but I don't know. Barra's a few strong outside shooters, strong centre forward.
He knows these players very well, does Isaac McCarthy. This is the under 16 boys, is it? Under 16 boys it is, and it's a, whoa, close up in the first swim off. 50-50 call. We haven't had penalties today. No final has gone to penalties. The Barra's army is behind us, beating on the drums. Oh, strong sitting centre forward. Who's the centre forward for Barras?
So I have Sean Bright.
Sean Bright. He loves his water polo, Sean Bright. Works so hard on his game. Went to America.
Yeah, I think he was in the States for six months. So.
All right, Polar Bears on attack. Talk us through this.
Oh. Great drive in there by Jack Plowman, number 8.
Oh, Jack Plowman plows his way in and rockets a backhand into the back of the net. Isaac McCarthy is a Polar Bear himself, so he'll be swaying a little bit towards Polar Bears. I'm sure you wish you were in this final.
Oh, yeah, I do a bit, but it is nice to see the young boys play for themselves. No real elder.
He goes with his left hand, then sways onto his right hand. But the wing drop coming back. They know how dangerous he is, and they're swimming him 2-2.
That's great swarm defense there. Just prevents any chance of a kick out.
Ooh, he's a man mountain.
Cairo Lynch, number 4.
Cairo Lynch, where's he come from?
He's an old River City boy, but last year River City's teams stopped sort of flowing, so he's coming across to Polar Bears. He lost about 30 kilos, so a lot skinnier now.
30 kilograms, and he scores a cracker like that. He had a great game earlier in your team, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Cairo
did.
Lynch.
Very strong centre forward and strong centre back, so see how he goes.
All right, here's the youngster for Barras. They thread it into the sitting centre forward, the big bopper. He throws one onto the crossbar, does Sean Bright. They know he's super dangerous, isn't he?
Yeah, he definitely is. Reeve Witherington in goals, so he'll be watching out for that backhand. It's probably about the hardest working guy I've ever met, Reeve, so hopefully he's prepared for this.
All right, it is Polar Bears in attack. Ooh, put the ball into sitting centre forward. Tahaso gets a block up against Cairo Lynch's scoop swing shot.
Great defense there by Tahaso.
Well, this is something that Polar Bears, they've got to control their emotions. You guys get wound up a bit, short fuses.
Yeah, it's not a bad statement.
You've controlled your emotions a bit these days, Isaac.
Yeah, I have been working on it, but becoming a referee and now knowing the calls makes it a bit harder to stay neutral, but I do my very best.
Isaac McCarthy joining us in the commentary booth for the last 2 games of the day. What a day of water polo it has been. Up here, it's the under-16 grand final. 2 powerhouse clubs, the Polar Bears. Thread the ball into sitting centre forward. Nice crash back.
I noticed Arkosh isn't coaching, so...
No, Arkosh, I think this is Downs' team. Downs is away with AWL. You debuted in AWL this year for the Griffith University Thunder.
Yeah, I've played 3 matches, and it's just out of this world how good those players are. Good drive in there by Joey Sveto.
Nice
Got
drive.
rewarded for his efforts.
He did get rewarded. It's what they do with it next that matters. It's a big problem in Australian water polo is youngsters converting their extra. Ooh, he had a look down the line. No problem for Tahaso. Puts the UQ Barras on the board. Jennison is the coach in the absence of Will Downs, who's away with National League duties or Australian Water Polo League duties. Isaac got 3 games this season.
Yeah, I'm hoping for maybe a trip, but I don't know. Very, very strong side, the Thunder Boys, led by Will Downs.
There you go. That's a corner. Looks like it was a good save in the Barrows goalkeeper. Tian Mark. Is that Tian Marquardt?
Yes, he got a haircut recently.
Did he?
He's participating in World's Greatest Shave, so good on him.
There's someone else who lost a heck of a lot of weight. He was a chubby youngster. Look at him now. Thinking about the shot. Wrong option, threading it in. They're scared of Marquardt, the lefty. Gives it on the counter.
He's really got to draw his defender out there.
Is that a penalty given?
Yes.
Ooh. I thought he needed to pull the ball inside a bit more to show the referee's intent. But anyway, penalty. And who's up to take it here?
Sean Bright. I can imagine a bounce left. Oh.
He shoots it top right of the goalkeepers. The Sean Bright evens the score, 2 goals apiece.
He does love a bounce, that man. So.
Okay, Bright evens the score. 2:19 remains in the first quarter. Polo Bears up against the UQ Water Polo Club. Yeah, no, Akash, you got a red card in your game early on.
Yeah, I believe he was a bit fired up about something or other, but all was good in the land.
You got fired up. I thought that was an opportunity for you guys. Then Bonza got excluded, and the big man Mountain was gone, and you guys couldn't capitalise on that in the under 18. Nice steal by the UQ Bearers. Wayward pass by Polar Bears. Archie Smith couldn't get his hand around that one. Bright, nice drive coming.
Arrows are playing a really nice sort of M zone, but no bouncing between players, and it's just working nicely. So the Polar Bears players can't shoot because there's blockers, and they can't feed it because they're zoned back. So it's working very, very nicely.
Excellent description by young Isaac McCarthy. He's grown up on the pool decks. Your mom, obviously Olympic gold medalist from Sydney 2000. 1:39 remains in the first quarter. Just not the best of passes. Needed to be a little bit closer. As the referee signals with the arms stretched wide. 2 plays 2. Under 16 grand final.
Oh, good pass there. Oh, Harry.
Put it in as the call, looking to get the ball into sitting centre forward. Daryl Edwards, the South African, coaching on pool deck. 7 years he arrived in Australia. And from Border in East London in South Africa. Nice play, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. Great goal.
Yeah, it was really good. Got up on his legs to make the goalie think that he was going to shoot it hard. And
nice play by Dylan Jennison. Not the biggest of players, but hey, you don't have to be the biggest player in this modern day of water polo. Look at the great Manuel Estiardi. He was one of the best counter-attackers players in his era. Took the game to new heights for Spain.
Or even Dmitry Gushkov.
Gorshkov, yes, for Russia, Olympic silver medalist, losing to Hungary in Sydney 2000. He had a cracking goal to take the Russians through to the grand final.
Yeah, he's my Premier League coach, so I won't badmouth him. Also,
he'll hunt you down.
Yeah, and he's probably one of the greatest of all time, so I'll definitely leave him alone.
All right, Tuaso on the outside, looking for his partner in crime in Moncur to Bright, but it's an offensive turnover. Nice combination that is, Tuaso, Moncur, and now Bright. Okay, here's the attack by Polar Bears. Martin looks for the free player on the first line. 3 of them on the first line. 14 seconds. Coley back down to Martin. Oh, they throw it away to Bright. Oh, he opts for a long-range lob. Sean Bright, he told me he bounces the ball well. That's the end of the first quarter. It is 3 goals in favour of the UQ Barras. 1 goal to Sean Bright, 1 goal to Dylan Jennison, and 1 goal to Toaso. Toaso, talk us through the goal scorers of Polo Bears.
So, Tyro Lynch, very strong centre forward. Great goal, first up, got up on his legs, good shot. And Jack Plowman's very nice backhand turn in, very, very effective.
All right, the team comes in to get their instructions from Daryl Edwards. What'll he be telling his team?
Oh, knowing Daryl, he's a man who loves a few harsh words, so I won't be too precise, but I can imagine just make sure there's no counterattacks, which was their goal at training this week, and just to make sure that there's no really easy feeds in centre forward, because Sean Bright is way too dangerous in there.
Yeah, so dangerous centre forward in Sean Bright is something that they want to try and strangle. And but I'll tell you what, Dylan Jennison on the counter-attack got a cracking goal. So they can open the doors on the side, can the UQ Barras. But where's the big bopper from Polar Bears? Cairo Lynch. He's shown some talent in this first quarter, that's for sure.
Yeah. A couple of these boys are very, very fast swimmers. I know Jack Plowman's, I think he came second in the GPS swim meet, so definitely knows how to score a counter-attack and swim it.
All right, you've got to use that speed and use it wisely in the game of water polo. So Plowman, we'll look out for him for his movement in the water for the Polar Bears. The North Brisbane Polar Bears out of Albany Creek. They're out of a couple of pools, I think.
St. Rita's now, so.
St. Rita's as well. Archie Smith. Oh no, it's not Archie Smith. It was James Martin getting the ball stolen by young Moncur. All right, Bright on the outside. He gives and goes, does Bright. He gets held as he's driving into sitting centre forward.
It's a great option there by Sean. He could easily get up, have a ping, but pass and drive is a much safer option. So.
They're running out of time. 8 on the shot clock. Toaso to Moncur down the line. Great save. Reeve Witherington in the cage for Polar Bears. Covering that one well. Plowman gives it down deep to Martin. Pressed by Moncur. Back up the top again goes to Jack Plowman. Into sitting centre forward. Exclusion gain. Excellent process. Cairo Lynch gains the exclusion. Talk us through this power play.
Well, I think they'll be trying to get their wings nice and deep and get Cairo or Jack on for the post pop.
All right, post pop is the call. Let's see if they do it. Mobile defence coming from Barras. There we go. They take it down deep. Here comes the post pop play. Oh, they gave it, but it wasn't precise. You won't beat Marhat in the cage on that short corner shot, although it does go for a corner. Great save by Tian Marhat.
Yeah, great shot there by Archie Smith, I believe. He's got a very, very strong outside shot and knows where to put him.
Well, he gets the corner. It's a reset of 20 seconds. Running down now to 10. Outside shot over the top. Tian Markart gives the ball down deep. It's a 2-on-1 in favour of Barras. Down the pool. Ball on the hand. In the back of the net it goes. What a goal! A nice goal from the number 9. Dylan Jennison again. Second goal in the game by Jennison. They left the cherry pickers down the pool.
Yeah, I think they were setting up for the counter-attack, but I think that was just lazy defence.
He's not happy, Daryl Edwards, I tell you what, by his body language.
Yes, I think Adam may have a bit of a long car trip home.
All right, 4 plays 2 in the under-16 grand final. They've just found it tough after opening the scoring very well, Polar Bears. They are getting rattled in their attack. And look at that steal by the street-savvy, sneaky Moncur. Gives and goes. He has the counter-attack. 3-on-2. Lefty sits up. Is that a spin lob? It is. What a great goal. He knew exactly what he wanted to do with that. Spin lob, cross cage into the back of the net for Joseph Servito.
Yeah, great player there, Joey. I played with him in school water polo, actually.
What school's that?
Well, Met North.
Oh, Manly North,
School
okay.
goal.
All right.
Great little winger.
Did you win that last year, or was this year?
Last year we came second. It was
to who?
Sunny Coast.
Sunny Coast.
We were out of this world good.
Again, he steals it, does Moncur. Exclusion gained. Here we go. This is, I say, you guys, short fuses on the outside. Will Plowman gone to the corner.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a hand on that, hopefully. So,
gotta keep your wits about you. You're giving away an exclusion on this side of the field. Polar Bears. And that's a penalty. It is a penalty. It's tough. He's questioning the call of the referee as well. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I think he was just confused there because
Harry Coley, as we're talking about. Is it Harry Coley?
Yeah, no? Harry Coley, number 3. Great outside shot, but yes, a little bit like myself. Gets
worked up.
Yep.
Great conversion by Taso. His second goal of the game extends the lead, 6 goals to 2. Maybe Edwards should call a timeout here.
Yeah, I think Darryl's going to try and hold out for one of those clutch 3rd or 4th quarter timeouts.
Marquardt comes out of the cage. It's exclusion given by the defensive referee on the far side.
Great play there by the number 10, Mitchell Lazarus. I think he's only 14 and he's one of the upcoming stars of our club.
Excellent. Oh, looks to fire one. Loads the rocket. Oh, it's those opportunities that'll cost you. It was the right move. Onto the post pop. The 2-post move. And Barra's on attack now. Nick Matiski. Nice vision. Oh, he just couldn't put it in the back of the net, Joseph Servito. Sean Bright. Did you ever get rattled, Sean Bright? He always looks calm and collected.
Yeah, he was pretty calm. I've tried a little bit of smack talk on him and none of it really seems to be that effective. So.
Smack talk. Another classic Aussie slang. What's happening here? It's an exclusion against the goalie. He's gone. What do they got? Matiski, nice play to Taso. Goal in the back of the net as he shakes his head in the commentary booth. McCarthy, can't believe it. What's happening to your team?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know.
They're crumbling, mate.
Paul just didn't go away and then they sort of switched off.
All right, it looks like their shoulders are down. This is where I'd call a timeout, bring them in and say, boys, we're causing ourselves all sorts of trouble. Back yourself.
I think we just need a few more drives. We've sort of slowed down a bit.
They have slowed down. Bright and sitting centre forward. You want to rattle him. You want to get him fouled out of the game. Bright, there you go. You didn't need to push Bright. He had every opportunity to control that situation. Well played by Cairo. Still no timeout used.
Yeah.
Post. Oh! He's reading them like a book. Here's Tian Marquardt. That's the 3 go-to on the 2-post for you, your Polar Bears team.
Yeah, it's definitely a play that I've seen these boys working on a fair bit. We just need to execute that better and stay up out of the water after a shot. I noticed a few of the All Hallows girls doing it very, very nicely.
Well, I tell you what, they're
Second
executing
efforts.
it, but they're not converting their shot. So
it's all in the second efforts.
Second efforts. I tell you what, picking up those 50-50 balls and wanting to attack. They're up by 5, UQ Bearers. Polar Bears, 1:02 remains in this half of the game. They have a look, but they don't shoot down the line.
I'll feed that.
Yeah, that's an exclusion, a stray arm. Jennison will go to the corner. Okay, they got it. Let's see if they go to the post again. Where's their shots on the outside? Sitting in 2 meters. What is that?
Oh, I believe that was a
Kickoff?
yeah, I think he swam over him, so.
It's these short fuses, you boys, again. What's happening? Control your emotions in grand finals. Wayward pass, too high for Sean Bright. Can't go in from there. You've got to go into the corner first.
Yeah. Yep. I'm not exactly sure if many of these boys know how to do a flying stump.
Oh, that was a wayward punch afterwards. Silly play. Yes, excluded. You've got to control yourself. Adam Edwards going to the corner, getting excluded on this side of the field.
Yeah, I think the Polar Bears boys really need to take a deep breath.
Oh, and again, a silly play at centre back. Another exclusion. He might be rolled.
I believe that may be on Sean Bright, but I'm not too sure.
No, that's the Polar Bears. Oh, it's a double exclusion. All right, double exclusion. Sean Bright is rolled. Not rolled, he's out for 20.
I think that's his second.
That's his second. Yeah, it is. Xavier.
And I think Adam Edwards is on his third. So.
Okay. Things start getting a little bit interesting here now, but Polar Bears are getting rattled. Control your emotions in finals for water polo.
Yeah, we definitely need to work on that. It's all a great learning experience.
Absolutely, it'll be better for it.
Yeah, next year we're going to have a much stronger team.
All right, that's the end of the first half of this very interesting grand final of under-16s. It is the UQ Barras 5 goals up, 7-2. As we'll take a short break and we'll be right back after this for the second half of the Polar Bears up against the UQ Barras. All right, welcome back to the start of the second half of this game. Polar Bears, not the best of quarters, Isaac McCarthy, for the Polar Bears.
Yeah, definitely our emotions are getting the better of the Polar Bears team, so I think they really need to calm down, score the first goal, and then get right back into this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't afford to lose any players. I see Daryl Edwards just asking the referee on confirmation of the number of exclusions for certain players. But that was a 4-goal quarter for the UQ Barras. Goal to Dylan Jennison, 2 to Tuaso, and 1 to Joseph Ceravito. No goals thus far in that quarter for Polar Bears.
Yeah, the Barras Army's definitely getting right behind the Barras boys, and definitely can see a lift in their game.
Barras Army on the drums behind us, or the bins which they've turned upside down, and good to see some noise in the grandstand. What's it like playing in front of this big crowd on the grand final day?
I love it. I love when as a polar bear player, if I was in the pool right now, I'd be loving the fact that there's so many people cheering for Barras. It definitely helps fuel your fire.
I was just about to think, oh, he's going down that there's a lot of people cheering for polar bears, but he's taken the other option and gone, it fires him up. Isaac McCarthy, player of the future for Queensland. Who's the player you look up to? Who do you aspire to be one day?
That's a tough one. I don't know.
Who do you study? Hey, do you study any players?
Back in the day, I really used to watch Riley Townsend.
Riley Townsend, where's he now? Playing in Italy?
Yeah, I believe so. His dad's actually the manager of Thunder, Keith. Great guy. Yeah, he has a very, very similar game to what I have.
All right. Played for the Aussie Sharks, Riley Townsend. Didn't get a gig at World Cup. Foul on the outside. He didn't have a shot, but that is a great shot down the line. Now you need to fire yourselves up. And great goal scorer from the number 3 in Harry Cowley. Now they need to fire themselves up in the next defence, steal possession and score again. They certainly do not want a goal against them in this next attack for Barras.
They've moved into more of a Japanese press. Actually.
Nice M zone, mate. Split the top, look at that.
Yeah, they've just
playing a 4-drop. Sean Bright gets the ball in. That's a penalty. Doesn't need it because it's in the back of the net from the number 2. He snapped on that one, did Sean Bright. Even though he may not have scored it, he had a penalty awarded from the referee on the grandstand side.
The Barras boys have come with many chances today, so.
They have, but I talked about the goal that was scored by Polar Bears and the very next defence, goal against them. Not acceptable.
I think we just need a few of those defences where nothing really happens and we just slow them down and then score an offence.
He's played very well today in defence as young Moncur. Marcus Moncur. Here's the counter-attack. Seravito. Oh, he went for the spin lob again. Bright picks it up and puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I believe that's Ollie playing. Marcus is away on...
is that Ollie?
Yep.
Ollie Moncur. It's Sean Bright puts the ball in the back of the net. Nice play by him. Very mobile he is as a centre forward. Ollie Moncur. He had a great under-16 final. I think he scored 3 in that game. His brother Marcus playing National League duties. Ooh, just those shots haven't gone in. Hit the crossbar and the uprights for Polar Bears. Comes the drive. Oh, it's an exclusion against him. He's not too happy about it as well, but he left the door open and allowed that inside drive, Cowley. He'll go to the corner for 20.
That was a great drive by the number 5 from Barras. It's opened up the passing lane.
Oliver Bryant, that is. Ooh, 4-1. Back up the top to Tarso. Shots on. In the back of the net for Tarso. That's his 4th goal of the game for Tarso. Signed with the Dolphins NRL. Wayne Bennett is picking these youngsters up and getting his underpinning programs.
Yeah, I don't know the story of the century. I don't think anyone expected them to go even remotely as well as what they're going. So
it's the Dolphins 3-0, winning overnight 36-20 over Newcastle.
Yeah, I think that's the super coach himself.
Super coach Wayne Bennett doing wonders for the new club. 3-0 they are. Oh, flicked away. Silly exclusion. You cannot do that, champ. And he's gone, Coley. I think that's a red flag for Coley, and it's a goal for the UQ Barras. Is that number 12 or Seravito? It's falling apart now for Polar Bears. Should have called that timeout, brought them in and controlled their emotions first and foremost. Anyway, 11-3 in favour of the UQ Water Polo Club.
That's young Tom Sloman with the ball. He's a very, very good player. I think he's only 15 or 14 and making Queensland teams. I believe he was actually one of the Queensland captains for under 14, so good on him.
Absolutely. Youngsters coming through with the leadership qualities. Always great to see. Look at this counter-attack by Bright. Coming out and stealing. Won't get any favours from that. And Reeve Witherington coming to steal that ball for Polar Bears. Next up, it's the under-15 girls, Division 2, Mermaids against St. Margaret's. Second last game of the day. Going to save some face here, Polar Bears. They can't find a way through Tian Marquardt.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Silly stuff again. What happened there, Isaac?
I believe... Oh,
no, it's in favour of Barras.
Oh,
yeah.
That's...
A yellow card for Daryl Edwards. He's just questioning the referee, saying, hang on a second. Same thing is happening to us, but we're not getting...
That actually happened in our game, and one of our players was red carded, so...
Yeah, he wasn't too happy about it.
Maybe the referee has seen that differently than what we've seen that. But.
Yeah, we do see it from a different angle up here, and a different opportunity presents itself for us to talk it through. But referees on pool deck, they can only see what they can see. It's getting
it's getting a bit rough
in there. Welcome to water polo. I tell you what, it's about controlling those emotions, though. And in the back of the net it goes, and he claims it in the commentary booth too, does Isaac McCarthy. Great goal.
Yeah, really, really good play there. Kyra Lynch popped off the post and then did that classic scoop shot that he loves. So, really, really good play.
So something for Kyra Lynch is he's got to learn to bring himself on more. He scored a cracker in the first quarter, got a few exclusions and a beautiful scoop shot as well. But now finding himself on the scoreboard deep in the third. So you find all those top players bringing themselves on. Oh, and Sean Bright picks that scrap up, classic centre forward style, and extends the lead for the UQ Barras. And again, I said to you earlier, they're working hard to score goals, Polar Bears, but the very next defence, goal against them.
Yeah, it's just repeat efforts by Barras, so, and playing very, very good water polo, so full credit to them.
Yeah, full credit to them. They're up 12-4 on the scoreboard, the UQ Water Polo Club Barras.
Daryl just...
Steal possession again from a wayward pass. 2-on-1 on the first line. Sean Bright attracting the attention of two Polar Bears. They put it back up the top to Tawaso. He's got an arm on him. Throws it down deep to Sadavito, the lefty. Goes wing to wing.
They love that cross pass from wing to wing.
Shoot is the call from the grandstand. Shot has come from Matiski. Goes over the top.
I remember Tim Hamill speaking about how effective that cross pass is from wing to wing.
It is. Tim Hamill being the national Aussie Sharks coach.
Yeah, he definitely knows what he's talking about.
The only problem with that is if you get it wrong, it goes wayward. There you go. He need to bring himself on some more. He's a dangerous player at sitting centre forward, Cairo. Pretty impressive. Loves that scoop shot, Cairo Lynch. .27 seconds remains in the third quarter. Ball into sitting centre forward. It's a short pass. You don't get anything from referees with a short pass.
Yeah, the referees are definitely giving the advantage to good offense and also to good defense. So.
Nice goal it is. He claims it as well, and deservedly so. Well played. Nice goal from James Martin. There was a precision lob over the outstretched Tian Marquardt in the cage for UQ Barras. Okay, let's see what they do in the very next defence after they've scored that goal, the Polar Bears. Oh, Barras are not even going to attack with 4 seconds remaining. Tuaso throws it over the top, hits the back net, and that's the end of the third quarter. It's a great quarter for the UQ Barras, scoring 5 goals to 3, and they lead 12-5 overall over the Polar Bears. We'll be right back after this short break for the final quarter of this under-16 grand final of the BWPI water polo competition. All right, welcome back to the start of the fourth quarter. It is 12 goals to 5 in favour of the UQ Barras. My co-commentator Isaac McCarthy. What's happened to your team here, champ?
Yeah, I think their emotions just getting the better of them. A couple players rolled and coach not happy. Over Barras just keeping their heads, setting up very, very nicely. Strong centre forwarding by Sean Bright, and paying off very nicely.
It certainly is paying off on the scoreboard, most certainly. 12-5, deservedly so. It's just Polar Bears scrappy in their attack, allowing the Barras to go on this counter after a steal of possession. Ceravito, you don't want to leave him. He's got a cross-cage spin lob on him. Oh, nice play, and gains a penalty. Nice assist from Ceravito onto the drive of the number 4. From the UQ Barras, and that's Xavier Coates. Sean Bright up to take the penalty.
The best part was there was a whole bunch of times where I had to drop the stream because it's not.
And he puts it in the back of the net, does Sean Bright. Another goal for him.
It's not a bad 5 metre taker for a centre forward, I must say.
Isn't the big bopper. It's 4-5 in the game for Sean Bright. It would have been something that they would have talked about in their team talks to try and stop Sean Bright from scoring, because if you allow him to score 5, the pendulum's going to swing in their favour, that's for sure.
Yeah, you've really got to shut down some of their key players, which unfortunately Polo Bears has not done today. Just a bit confused on that call. Number 4 from Barras.
Really, really atrocious behaviour. The worst language I've ever heard you use.
All right, ball around the outside. They get a shot eventually, do Polar Bears.
Well, I just want to...
Oh, there you go. Nice goal.
Got the number 8, Jack Plowman.
That's the youngster.
Oh, I missed that. Was that a post pop?
It was. It was a pull on the 3 posts. And is that Plowman or McMaster? You calling it as Plowman?
Oh, yes, number 8. Plowman.
Jack Plowman. There you go.
Oh.
Oh, you see on the very next defence, they leave the door open for Barras to get a return shot at the cage.
That was unlucky there by Ollie Moncur. He's a very, very good player.
He is. He's had an outstanding game today, Ollie Moncur. Just hesitant. Oh, down the line was on. Threaded back up the top, but momentum has been broken for Polar Bears. 2-1, and that's the end of their shot clock. There's the counter. Jennison again. Nice goal by Jennison.
That was very well done there. Left at the right time, sat up, 2 balks, then donated. Very, very good goal there.
His anticipation is excellent, young Dylan Jennison. He loves the counter attack.
Oh, right, they just show up or whatever it is. Oh, you can hear us, sorry.
All right, ball down deep. Looking for the sitting centre forward. Here comes the drive on the outside, and it's a steal of possession again by UQ Barras.
He's not happy with that call. Little Will Plowman.
They need to play an expansive defence, a press. Can't allow Barras to come over. Got to press and steal. 3:43 remains in the game. And that's a cross pass, wing to wing. That's the problem if you go from position 4-1, the opportunity to have a stolen. Counter-attack.
Now I can see some of that GPS swimming speed there. Oh, brilliant play. Just didn't finish that.
Didn't finish it, forced an outstanding save from Markard, who went to his right with both hands to get that save. Tian Markard, part of the Aussie setup. Oh, he goes again for the cross cage to Ceravito. Good save in the cage from Witherington.
Very composed player, Joe Cervetto. He really waits for the opportunity to arise, then takes it.
Nice inside drive from Matiski. He gets pulled back in the end, does Matiski. Attacks the goalkeeper. Attacks it well. It lands in no man's land. Witherington should have had a foul in favour of him.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit unlucky there, Ben Spall.
Tried the backhand, did Spall.
Brilliant defence there by Tasso.
Matiski takes the ball in. No! Excellent goal by the youngster, Nick Matiski. Wow, they're running away from it now, are the UQ Barras. The referee wants the ball just to check a few things. Wants to change the ball. They don't like that purple ball. Have you played with that purple ball?
Yeah, a little bit. It's just a regular ball, I believe. There's not much to it. But maybe some of these players don't like it. I've always been trained by Dimitri with the old River City balls that are from about 2001.
Oh, that's a great goal. They make it look so easy when they want to put it together. Benjamin Spall scores that one down the line.
Yeah, part of a massive water polo family, the Spalls. Taylor, high-level referee, and of course Jason and Sue.
.213 remains. Looking for the ball into sitting centre forward. Bright works the defender over. Wasn't the best of passes. Shouldn't look at the referee. Look at the player on the outside. They've given short passes all day to Sean Bright. Excellent defence by the UQ Barras. Just ducked his head under.
Yeah, Will Plowman definitely has a tendency to duck his head under every time, expecting the call he wants, but doesn't often get it.
1:45 timeout call by Jennison, and Coach Jennison taking the reins from Will Downs.
The Barrows boys are definitely loving this, as you would.
Yeah, they are loving it.
Great game.
Two traditional powerhouse clubs in Brisbane Water Polo Comp. The Polar Bears, the Barras, River City and Warriors. Next up, in this pool, we have the Mermaids White up against St. Margaret's in the under-15 girls Division 2 competition. It's the second last game of the day coming up. What a great day of water polo it's been.
Yeah, definitely been a few close matches. Hopefully one match will go to penalties.
Yeah, no penalties, mate. Hey, we love penalties. Wow, All Hallows Army is in here today. Wow. Okay. Sean Bright on the outside. 140 remains. Timeout power play move. Post play's on. They leave the post play. Flicks it back out. He's played well today, Witherington.
Oh, that's Declan Brady, I believe in.
Oh, new Declan Maguire.
Oh, Declan Maguire.
There you go. Declan Maguire in the cage. They've changed the goalies.
Another.
What's happening here? Referee, a red card. Who's the red card for? Sean Bright? No?
Number 11. Huh? On Polo there. I'm not quite too sure what happened there, Simon.
If we had a replay, we'd go back and watch it, but he's gone for the game. Should be a penalty in favour of the UQ Barras now. Oh, what's happened? He's got to go to the corner to get out of the pool. Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a red card?
Are you kidding? I think I've had 7. So.
He's counted them as well.
Yeah.
It's not a great feeling when you get a red card. The tail goes between your legs and you got to do the walk of shame.
Or the tail goes up and you get mad. It's one of the two.
Anyway, his game is done. He got pinged, referee. So it was an extra for the UQ Barras. I think it goes to a penalty, but anyway.
I don't believe it was brutality, actually.
Wasn't it?
I think it may have just been speaking back. So.
All right. Ball down deep. It'll be a victory to the UQ Barras. As to Isaac McCarthy's disgust through and through Polar Bear, my co-commentator today.
Thought I've been relatively unbiased.
All right, UQ Barras, they'll love this. It's a great feeling when you're in front in a grand final, and in front they are. Turns on the outside, goes back on the inside, tries to school his immediate opponent. Here comes the drive. And that's an exclusion gained, and it'll be the final exclusion of the game with 22 seconds remaining.
Yeah, definitely a kick out there. One hand down, and the second you got one hand that's not in the air, it's automatic kick out. So.
Oh, it goes past the right hand uprighter. They go the counter attack. It'll be the last attack of the game. The last attack of the game in favour of Polar Bears. And 15 goals to 7. And that's the last shot. It is the UQ Water Polo Club Barras victorious in the under-16 division over Polar Bears. 15 goals to 7. Thanks, Isaac McCarthy, for joining us. You're up with us in the next game?
I believe so.
You certainly are. Thanks for your insight to these players that you train and play with and part of state squads moving forward. And we'll be right back after this short break for the girls' match. It is the Mermaids White up against St. Margaret's.